this man. Oh my gosh. And he has baby Yoda on the front. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You see baby Yoda's ears? So cool. Oh my gosh.
What I do not understand is why we don't wash our hands before we pee. You walk into the bathroom with all the germs from the outside world, you unzip, you go to the urinal, and you touch yourself with hands that are unclean. We should wash our hands first to prevent personal self-inflicted infection.
Well, in The Mandalorian, the kid is 50 years old and he's still at infant status.
It's 3 a.m., Lee, but here we fucking go. It is suggested that at age 100, Yoda became a Jedi. Yes, the child is 50 years old. Why does he still act like an infant? Trauma-based regression. Spoilers from here on out because I refuse to keep saying the child. Grogu went through severe trauma when he experienced the Jedi Purge. Now, from that single fact, we can extrapolate that what we see in Grogu's behavior may not be indicative of the rest of Yoda's race at that age. Get ready because I'm about to lay down 3 major points that lead me to this conclusion. Number 1, memory blackouts. Grogu has a very difficult time remembering certain parts of his past, specifically right after the Jedi Purge. Number 2, he is completely nonverbal. This is often seen in trauma patients where the brain shuts down certain parts to protect itself from the trauma. And number 3, the childlike behavior itself. After a severe trauma, the brain can retreat to a simpler state of mind that existed before the trauma to protect the patient.
I'ma see with my kids, bitch, I'm a mother! No drama!
I think we should do a Christmas card photo.
Are you out of your mind?
Okay, fine, not to put on cards, but how about just a nice photo of the 3 of us? We could pose on that hill over here.
Seems steep.
Alright, where else?
It's very nice here.
Great, grab me a chair from inside.
The red one.
What? No, one of the dining room chairs.
I don't like this.
Okay, I'm thinking me in front, the child in my arms, maybe you right behind in some kind of warrior dad pose. Oh, by the way, put this on.
I don't have time for this.
Fine, okay, I'll sit. But wait, maybe you should sit and I'll stand. Or I could kneel, but we both kneel. Or we both sit.
Stop. I can stand.
Okay, great. Get the kid in position.
Stay. Don't move.
Mom's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Alright, here we go. Ah, gotta do it again. Crap, maybe set the timer longer. Oh, wait, my leg looks weird in that one.
How many will there be?
Okay, this is the last one, Mr. Impatient. Don't blink. Ah, perfect.
What are your plans for it?
Give me your phone.
It's not a toy.
Oh, stop being so silly. There, now it's your home screen. Or why don't you keep the hat?
Thank you. I will wear this with honor.
Write us something new that's not connected to the Mando timeline, a fresh new trilogy for Star Wars. Okay. I've had this idea about a Sith planet in the unknown regions, very difficult to find. And the Sith planet has abandoned the rule of 2 and become a massive cultural civilization. For the first time in Star Wars, we explore a whole city where Sith is the way. The dark side is the normal thing that children are raised into. We get to see a Sith training temple. We get to see a Sith leadership of 7 council lords who are corrupt and secretive. But what if a handful of youngsters reject the corrupt leadership of the Sith Lords? What if for the first time we see what it looks like when Darkseid users are tempted to the light? What they have been told is the most evil place to go. I want to start a whole new Star Wars saga where the dark side is what's normal. This is where we start. This is how kids are raised. Kingdom of the Sith.
Grogu. Grogu?
Do I look like...
We are not talking about visions enough. So in the slew of content that was announced today, one of the things that was announced that I think is kind of flying under the radar a little bit is this show, which is called Star Wars Visions. According to Kathleen Kennedy, this show will take place over 25,000 years of Star Wars history. Not only that, but each episode, because this show is going to be set up like a short film anthology, each episode is going to be animated by a different Japanese studio and creator. We are getting Star Wars anime, and I couldn't be more excited.
Okay, we're stopping. What do you need? You need some water? You getting hot? You want me to take this garment off? Whoa, okay, I get it's your favorite. Do you need to go to the bathroom? Are you sure? Because I kind of would like to see that. I went to change your diaper the other day, and not only did you not have a diaper, you don't have, well... Do you want to play a game? Read you a story? You can't possibly be hungry because you literally ate every frog we passed and a couple of weird lizard things that did not seem safe for consumption. What is it then? I'm out of things. I can't understand what you want, and there's no way for me to just read your mind. I'll be right back. We should do this every morning.
Don't worry, I'm coming, Grogu. Cal Kestis has got you.
You want a beer?
He's 4!
I don't know, what am I supposed to do with him? If you're watching The Mandalorian, you need to know about the history of the planet Mandalore. It's complicated and vast, but I'm gonna simplify it as best I can. Obvious big time spoiler warning. At the time of the Clone Wars, Mandalore is a war-ravished planet. They're led by Duchess Satine. She's not really, but totally is Obi-Wan's girlfriend, and also a staunch pacifist. She declared neutrality in the Clone Wars. That made Death Watch mad. In The Mandalorian, Death Watch is the group that saved Din Djarin as a child. During the Clone Wars, they were a group of people that wanted to restore Mandalore back to their old violent ways, because remember, violence is a part of the Mandalorian religion. Eventually, Maul takes control of Death Watch and kills the Duchess Satine in front of Obi-Wan. It's super sad and kind of metal. Maul installs this dude as a puppet leader. Ahsoka and Satine's sister, Bo-Katan, find out what's going on. They lead what's known as the Siege of Mandalore. It works for like 5 seconds, they gave the planet back to Bo-Katan, and then Order 66 happened. The Empire installs Gar Saxon as leader. Bo-Katan takes it back as leader of the Death Watch. That's all we know right now.
It's like a reward.
That was the worst thing I ever heard. It was terrible. Horrendous. Well, it wasn't that bad. Oh, yeah? Well, there were parts of it I liked. Yeah, I liked a lot of it. Yeah, it was good. It was great. It's wonderful. Oh, bravo. More.
Start a street fight with me, bring it on, but you're gonna be surprised by how ugly it gets. You don't even know my real name. I'm the Lizard King.
Okay, I can't be the only one who noticed this, but like when in The Mandalorian, when it's not Pedro in the suit, when it's like a stunt double, you know, they like have their hand on their blaster or whatever, it's like this. But when it's Pedro, it's like empty base, huh?
Let's halt the analytical approach to Star Wars for 2 seconds and talk about why we really like it. It's not because of the impeccable plot structure or because everything makes total sense all the time. It's because laser sword cool, Padme Amidala sexy. I don't care whether it breaks canon. I just want to watch Admiral Holdo drive a ship through another ship.
I sometimes get asked how I puppet my Mattel Grogu. So normally I get my hand up behind his back, get my couple fingers around his neck, and it works okay, but I had this idea for a way it could work better. You know when you're online shopping, you're trying to make your free shipping minimum, and you're trying to look for something that's like a few bucks, Kohl's. I got these gloves that also came with this unicorn hat, and I had the idea of maybe I could sew the gloves to him, and that's the way I could really have a lot more articulation when I try to puppet him. Because I'm gonna sew the thumb to one arm, and then these 2 fingers to the other, and then these 2 control his neck. I'm gonna hand stitch it with needle and thread, so if it doesn't work, I don't really wanna cause a lot of damage. Just like getting a shot, I'll be over soon. Just a few hand stitches. So now the gloves are sewn to his arms, I'm gonna see if these 2 stitches are enough. I don't get a lot of motion, but I definitely get more motion than I did before, so I'm pretty happy with the solution. The other idea I had some scrap fabric from my Snow Scout. I'm gonna have the sleeve on when I puppet him now, so if you see a bit of arm underneath, it kind of blends with his outfit. This hat is something else. I'm feeling this hat.
Okay, fine, I'll do it. The Darksaber is an ancient, one-of-a-kind lightsaber created by Tar Vizsla, the first Mandalorian Jedi, inducted into the Council 1,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, give or take. It's dope for numerous reasons. It's black, it has a cool shape, and the blade has like a defensive magnetic technology that draws it towards other blades. We saw this in Rebels with Sabine. When Tar Vizsla died, the Darksaber was kept with the Jedi Council. House Vizsla didn't like that, so they went back and stole it. It was then passed down the Vizsla line and used as a symbol of Mandalorian leadership and was wielded by non-Force users. During the Clone Wars, Pre-Vizsla had it. Fun fact, he was the leader of Death Watch and voiced by Jon Favreau, who plays Paz Vizsla in The Mandalorian. I want more of this. Pre-Vizsla lost the Darksaber to Maul, the GOAT. He kept it on Dathomir until it was found by Sabine Wren. She took it back to Mandalore and helped defeat Viceroy Gar Saxon and other Imperial remnants, blah blah. She then gave the Darksaber to Bo-Katan. At some point, she lost it to Moff Gideon, which can't be good.
No. No. You can't just sit here and put images like this in my mind, because this is... They look the same.
Lord Dooku, I am advancing on the enemy's front lines, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my metallic ass cheeks keeps alerting General Kenobi.
Hello there.
I have waited a long time for this moment.
Nobody asked, but here's how I would fix the Star Wars sequels. Full disclosure, I like these movies, and these are small changes so I can watch them with these headcanons in mind. Let's start with The Force Awakens. First of all, no First Order. For most of the trilogy, we're dealing with remnants of the Empire, like in The Mandalorian, but they're getting pretty desperate in the face of the New Republic. Most of the lore about high-ranking Imperials escaping to the unknown regions remains in place, and you'll see why. Similarly, there's no Resistance, it's just the New Republic. Second bigger change, there's no Snoke. Replace all scenes with Snoke with the Knights of Ren. This A, gives them something to do, and B, leaves the big bad a secret for a while. The Knights of Ren are dark side warlords, and they're obsessed with Vader. They sought out and manipulated his grandson Ben Solo, believing that he's the rightful heir to the Empire. Also, at this point, Kylo isn't their leader, he's just being positioned to be the leader of the new Empire. Last bigger change, no Starkiller Calamity. The main story threads are the same, but Starkiller never fires. The rising action is the New Republic discovering Starkiller, and the main threat is Starkiller firing. But the final battle in the last act prevents this. Also, the New Republic doesn't destroy the base, they just take it over. Here are some other smaller changes, stay tuned for The Last Jedi.
Baby Yoda, 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 baby Yoda.
The galaxy is going to...
Can we talk about how Din Djarin literally is going on a scavenger hunt to find ancient relics of Mandalore? First up, we've got the Darksaber, which literally gives him the right to rule House Vizsla, and have a good shot at the title Mandalore. And this one's more of a theory, but this random Beskar spear, that isn't in there for nothing. My guess, and remember this is all just a theory, is this is the ancient spear of Mandalore. Specifically Mandalore the Indomitable, though one or two other Mandalores also had Beskar spears, but these things are insanely expensive. These things just don't show up, and no one else will just make a spear out of pure Beskar besides these guys. I can't imagine it being another purpose, but once again, another Mandalorian relic that would give him the right to rule. All this dude has to do is find the helm of Mandalore, and he will literally be king, queen, duchess, whatever the heck he wants. He will literally rule anyone and everything who calls themselves Mandalorian. And I am here for it.
I can't accept. I didn't finish the job.
When do they go back to Hogwarts?
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
The mom's
Done it.